Today, we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill ransomware attack, the kind that locks up your spreadsheets and HR files. Oh, no. We're talking about one that targets a mining company, real massive hardware operating hundreds of feet underground. My name is Caden, and today I'm bringing you the stories that our researchers and engineers live every day here at Palo Alto Networks. I want you to imagine this. A global mining company, their fleet of massive drills and trucks suddenly grinding to a halt. Every light on the control panel blinks red. The machines that once tore through mountains are now frozen solid. They've fallen victim to a ransomware attack. To understand how an industrial titan ended up paralyzed by ransomware, we need to trace the infection back to its source. A single naive download, less than 100 kilobytes. Let's dive in. Our story begins with an employee behind schedule on a few assignments. Remember, folks, pressure is not good when you want to stay safe. The pressure of the deadline weighs on the person, and doing it alone is too tall of a task. In a rush, he resorts to downloading a piece of cracked software that had a PDF editor that he thought would benefit him. He quickly loads all sorts of confidential files and important documents into it, trying to make up for the lost time. 10 minutes later, the program did what it was meant to do, and our employee moved on to his next task in his very busy list. But as in every horror movie, the camera stays focused on the monster that we thought was done for, and we all know what happens next. Yes, in our story as well, hidden inside that installer woke up a credential stealer. You can think of it as a quiet piece of malware that's designed to collect and export saved passwords on this user's computer. Think of browser tokens, cached logins from the browser's passwords file, from session cookies, and so on. On the receiving end, of course, is a threat actor. Within minutes, those credentials began to get extracted and access was granted to our attacker. While it's hard to pinpoint the exact credential that opened the door, evidence suggests a VPN token was among the first to be compromised. This allowed the attacker to appear like our employee. From there, the attacker deployed White Rabbit. This is a very tiny piece of ransomware. We're talking something that's less than 100 kilobytes. The ransomware proceeds to make its way into shared drives, quietly moving into critical systems and sniffing out the systems that matter most. When the attacker activated White Rabbit once it had spread to the systems that they were wanting, two things began to happen. The critical files got encrypted, so they can't be read, and it also quietly copied sensitive data off-site and into the hands of the attacker. This is called a double extortion model. You end up being cornered from two sides when this happens to you. You get locked out of your systems, and at the same time, your sensitive data is stolen and held over your head. Even if you have backups, even if you think you can rebuild from this, the attackers still have leverage because they can threaten to leak everything. That's internal company secrets, client data, employee information, all in the hands and mercy of this attacker. Imagine, this is the reality that our MDR and incident response teams are dealing with daily. This infection began to bleed into systems beyond just IT, though. It started going into the operational network. This is the one that controls mining equipment and safety monitoring systems. IT going down is one thing, but when OT goes down, and with it your core business, your machines are ideally stopped, your employees are paid to wait, or their life is in danger deep underground. So this company had to immediately halt all operations. Probably for the first time in years, these massive machines came to a standstill. Every hour offline meant project delays, wages wasted, reputational damage. How do you walk this tightrope of restoring operations without breaking the systems that keep it running? You can't go too slow, you can't go too fast. It feels like it's an impossible task here. This is the exact razor's edge that our Unit 42 folks had to walk on when they were brought in. They began by immediately deploying Cortex XDR across thousands of endpoints. This allowed them to get a real-time view as to which systems were clean, which ones had been infected, as well as where the attacker was attempting to jump to next. For the first time in all of this madness, there was some type of clarity and insight that was given to the company. Cortex XDR revealed the infection of all systems, and Unit 42 stepped in to surgically remove any and all remnants of White Rabbit from the network, without causing the company any more headaches. Getting the machines back online was a whole other beast, though. For hours, Unit 42 worked machine by machine to verify there wasn't anything suspicious attached to it. After ensuring the equipment was clean of anything malicious, steadily, these machines came back online safely. The drills began to start up again, production resumed, and the company that was on the precipice of collapse was back in business. This entire meltdown started with a single bad download, one with the intentions of helping the company, but ended up opening a door of chaos. When everything was on the line, our customer chose to count on Unit 42 and Cortex XDR. White Rabbit may have been small, but it was no match for the partnership of human expertise and powerful technology working together. My name is Caden, and thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you on the next one.